after I got off my probationary period, I was on the I was assigned to a 110-foot seagoing converted tug that the fire department converted to a fireboat. And I was on that for 4 months, and that was really fun because you was out on the water 24 hours a day. You couldn't leave the boat, and we had experience. And that thing had 2 pumps on it. One was a 3,000 gallon pump, and the other one was about a 10,000 gallon pump. And so depending on how big the fire was is which pump you fired off. And we had the opportunity a couple times to go out and bring in a ship coming back from some kind of activities, a Navy ship, and we'd get in front of that thing and we'd fire off all our water cannons, and boy, it was really pretty, seeing all those nozzles going. And so anyway, that was a lot of fun, and it was a good experience, and learned a little bit about boat firefighting and stuff there. And then I went into a training station. I was there for 5 years, where we had a lot of rescue equipment and stuff on our fire engine, and we also trained probation period people, and we trained other engine companies in ladder evolutions and pump evolutions and mask evolutions, and how to draft water out of ponds and stuff if the hydrants are out of service. And then I went from there. I went downtown. I was getting close to getting made engineer, and usually you had to have several years on in a rank before you got a steady house. But for some reason, I started driving a pump out of downtown, and OCA out of class, and I was a firefighter driving as an engineer, and the captain was actually an engineer out of class, acting captain. And we were down there for about 4 or 5 months, and when we would go on day off, they would bring in a regular crew with rated people to take our position. But then when we come back off day off, then it would be OCA engineer, OCA captain. But that was really interesting because we did that for about 4 or 5 months, and it was very unusual to happen like that. Then I drove pumps and trucks for about 9 years, and then I made captain, and then I was assigned to training stations as a captain, and I was assigned also on an aerial ladder for several years. And then for the last few years on a job, I went into a station, a pump, in an outlying area with a lot of brush, and we had a brush company and a pump and a structure company. But depending on the fires, which rig we would take, there was only 4 of us stationed there, and the brush rig, that could go anywhere, and we had companies up to Yellowstone fire. I didn't get to go, but we had about 15 companies up there during Yellowstone fire quite a few years ago, and we've been out on brush fires for up to a week, and that was fun duty. But anyway, so my fire service has been diverse, and Jimmy has been driving. He drove ambulances. He worked in a lot of medical aid areas, and then he Now he is in the second busiest station in the city of San Diego, and they get approximately 15 runs a day, so they don't get much sleep. But he's enjoying it, and we'll see how he progresses in it also. So anyway, 100 years fire service if he goes up to about 32, 33 years.